Hey scrappy friends, welcome back to my channel. Helen here. Thanks for joining me today. Oh, you can tell I've just washed my hair, it won't stay where I want it. So today we are using Vicki Boutin Artful Moments from 49 Market. Wait a minute, because that's squiffy in my chair. And I'm also using this gel matte medium. We're going to have a couple of layers of mixed media. So we're going to start with some inking, tone on tone inking. And then the gel matte medium, and then I might do something else over that, not decided yet. Photos are me and ice cream again, seeing a theme. This is Scotland at the Highland Zoo near Aviemore, and I'm having a waffle cone, which is literally a bubble waffle with lots of ice cream and cream in it. It was delicious. So yeah, so that's what I'm scrapping. I'm inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, and if I find it again, I will pop a little picky up. I was searching Pinterest for inspiration with artful moments, and something that someone did with colour study came up. And it was like two photos at the bottom with title and lots of embellishments, and then the rainbow rays paper from colour study. It was colour study. And I just, because I was looking for something for these two photos and I wasn't sure what to do, and it just really reminded me of the paper with the craft bit at the bottom with there's one with like yellows and oranges, one with blues and greens. So I've gone with the blues and greens one. It is Starters Paper 6. I have already done my first two segments of wet for that to dry, because I'm about to go out with my sister and her grandsons. So I've left that. I've done the first two layers. The first two sections are going to be 3 sections, and that's that drying. I've recorded that, and you'll see it after this, whereas I've done it before this. Anyway, before we get to that, and before I finish the layout off, if you are not already a subscriber, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments what you've enjoyed. And if you're not sure what to say, just pop an emoji, just for the sake of engagement. And yeah, if you're here early enough, don't forget that hype button as well, if that's something that's available to you. So yeah, that out of the way, let's get scrapping. Okay, so here we go. I am just going through my 49 Market swatches to choose the colours. So this is the piece I was talking about with the kind of rainbow, starburst, sunray kind of effect. I am going for Twilight, Frosty, and I think I get Green Jean as my colours for this. So that's just the bags I keep the colours in. Just while I'm getting these out, I'm just putting away the colours I've got out on the desk, and I really need to sort them out so they're all right, back in the right bags in the right order, because it really winds me up and they're not. So that's the inks, and then we're going through some this basket is my Vicki Boutin stencils and my Hey Little Magpie and Arden Creative Studio stencils. So I'm just pulling out some Vicki stencils from a few different collections. I think I wind up with 2 from Print Shop. Yeah, there we go. And I can't remember what that first one, the hearts, is from. So yeah, just making sure there wasn't anything else I wanted to use instead. So I've used these 3 stencils, then grabbed my masking tape, my painter's tape from, I think that's from scrapbook.com, and then some brushes. These little brushes I got from Hey Little Magpie, the little black ones. I am going to, first of all, use the masking tape to mask off the segment I'm going to be working with, so I don't end up going outside of the stencil onto another segment. I don't know why I covered the branding strip up, to be honest with you. I didn't really need to do that, but I did. I'm then going to use a piece of the masking tape as the hinge for opening the stencil, because I want the stencil to stay where it is to come in with the second layer of what I'm going to be doing, but I need stencils to open up for doing the next bit of ink. So there's the hearts with the twilight onto the purple section. Then realised actually I've gone a bit too far over with the masking at the bottom. So I am pulling that up to then get this blue area. So the blue area is it's like grid pattern, but the grid is that frosty ink that I'm using. So that's why I've gone for that one. So we're going to use the frosty. Now, Janine says about these inks that don't be frightened about pressing into the ink pad to pick them up on your brushes. It is something you're probably going to have to do. So don't worry about that. So this segment is larger than the other segments. So I do end up with part of it not inked or with the medium on. Oh, I've just realised why I masked off the branding strip. It's because it's the white border, isn't it? Dough. So then just going and again creating my hinge for lifting the stencil up, and I'm trying my very best to make sure I don't end up going off the top or bottom of this stencil because I don't want to end up with a hard green line. Okay, so I've just added a bit of masking tape to the other side of the stencil to hold it flat while I put the medium on, and I'm just squeezing a bit of medium onto my palette knife and scraping that over the stencil. Just making sure I go on in one direction, because if you go in two directions, that's when you end up going underneath the stencil. The middle section I'm going to leave for now because I'm going to end up pulling the stencil down onto it, onto the first section if I do that. So I'm going to do the last segment. I did grab a baby wipe and clean the ink, the gel medium off my palette knife first of all, because it does pick up some of the ink. So yeah, so there we go. Just showing you there. The two side segments are dry. So I've been out for a couple of hours with my sister and her grandsons, so little O and little man. We went for coffee and then we went to the park and played football in the rain, which was long enough for it all to dry. So yeah, so that's just taking the tape off because basically I took the tape off to let it dry so that the tape didn't end up drying with the medium onto the layout. So that's all three segments dry because it's a matte finish. I hadn't realised it was matte until I was coming to do the intro bit after I put it down. I thought it was gloss, but I really do like the finish. You may have seen a finger coming from the left then. That is Steph from the Twilight Cross design team. We are at a crop, so Stephanie comes over to Warrington a couple of times a year to come to the Warrington crop, which is hosted by my friend Sarah, who owns and runs Hey Little Magpie and is co-owner with our friend Jackie of Nest Box Kits UK. So I've got Stephanie sat to the left of me and I've got Sarah of Hey Little Magpie sat to the right of me. So you will see their hands coming in and out. I have tried to cut out as much of the stopping and talking as I possibly can. But yeah, that's why the lighting's a little different, and you can see I'm not on my big mat, I'm on my little sewing one that for quilting that turns, which is brilliant, and I've got a new trimmer, as you can see. So anyway, going through the embellishments, I digress. Got my butterflies there. So these are the vellum butterflies from the foil accents die cut pack from the collection. So I'm putting the purple on the purple, the blue on the blue, and the green on the green. And then I'm going through the journaling bits set there to pull some other pieces out. I must as well give a nod to Stephanie. She gave me the title, Happy and Wild, for the title, for the layout. I sent her a photo of the pictures on the background and explained to her what the photos are from, and asked her for a title from, I knew she had this collection, and she suggested Happy and Wild. So, because I think I explained in my intro, the pictures of me, it's a bubble waffle that's been curled round into a cone with ice cream and cream in it, which is just whipped cream in it, which is just gorgeous. And we're up at the Highland Zoo. So this purple piece that I'm just putting there does not stay on the layout. That does end up coming out. And you can see there from my box of foam, I have refilled the box. It's not completely full. It's kind of half full. It's about as far as I got at 8:30 yesterday morning, packing my bag to go to the crop. So yeah, that was, yeah, I was just like, oh gosh, I've got no foam, I need to pack. So I kind of half did the box. I need to pull this foam over because I've decided this picture is the one that's going on top. So yeah, that needs to come over a bit. I do faff with these pieces quite a bit, trying to get them straight. I've turned the trimmer around because the rail on it kept on getting in my way. So this is paper crafters crop, Warrington paper crafters crop, sorry, that I am at. So if you are in or near Warrington, I mean, Stephanie comes over from the East Coast. We've got people that come from Birmingham. You know, it is anybody's welcome. You know, we're a good bunch. So I'm just sorting through the embellishments here now. I'm putting the orange and the pink and most of the yellow to the side. I wanted to use yellow as kind of like a brightening accent colour to all the blues and purples and greens on the page. So I just wanted to pop a couple of flashes of the yellow, especially with the title having yellow in it. So I really love this, putting these paper clips, bulldog clips upside down. So I really liked that. I've then sorted through a little bit more. I've put all the bits I'm definitely not going to use, so the colours I'm not going to use back in the packet. And then I'm just working through what I kept out as to anything that I might want to use. Decided I want to use these words, and I really like the idea of them coming down the rays. So I'm just messing around with them, moving them about, and really happy with them coming down the rays like that. And I don't think, oh, I get this label out. There's a label that I'll pull back out again in a second. I put it at the bottom of the page. I have no idea where this goes because it is not on the finished page. Sarah coming in then. Yeah, look. So that label there, that little green label, don't know where that ended up. Probably at the hall we use. They'll be sweeping up last night and there's a green label. So pull these big leaves out of the icons pack, which I just love. And I do get a yellow flower as well. There we go. Pop a yellow flower to finish that side off. And just pulling the bits out from inside the leaves there. And I do eventually put that purple thing back away. Yeah, there we go, that's gone. I do get another flower out though. I get a purple flower. So it's just cleaning away the journal, what was left of the journal bits then. So I just cut that out. Here we go. There's a purple, kind of like the lilac flower. It's not lilac, is it? Is it lilac? Lavender flower. Thinking of the colour, not what the actual flower name is, not the genus or whatever, you know, the proper word for it is. This is lavender coloured. So yeah, just I don't think I had anything else. I'm gonna fight putting that back in. I just grab the Nouveau in my Sweet Petunia gun from Twilight Crafts, which I do keep on forgetting to put the lid on and keep on managing to rescue. Eventually, I am not going to get away with that. But yeah, I think it sat with its lid off all day that day because Julie was borrowing it as well because she forgot to pack hers. Yeah, I popped that acetate piece down then with the gold foiling on and forgot that that notebook piece needed to go on. Yeah, and then I put the flowers down, forgetting the leaves were going. So things were getting stuck and pulled back up again. Not as bad as the layout I did after this, where stuff was stuck and dried, and I decided I wanted more layers and had to pull bits up. Carnage. The layout though is gorgeous, but I didn't record that because it's using photos of people I don't have, who, you know, actively do not want to be on something I had on the internet.
So I haven't recorded that, but yeah, there was a lot of pulling paper up on that layout. I might do a layout share with them covered up so you can see what I mean. But that is mostly it. I am going to just lift the layout up and show you now. And then remember, I wanted to do journaling lines. So I was going to do more embellishing, but then decided actually my journaling's going to go down here. I was happy with the journaling happening. Happy with the embellishing happening with the balance. So I just thought my journaling's going to go down the bottom, which I will do later off camera. But there we go. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.